This is Vietnam, a love story. I've realized over the years that love is a unifying force. Vietnam, both directly and indirectly, has taught me many lessons about love. Among those lessons is the fact that love is gentle, and that even while witnessing beautiful views, good people, and delicious food, the slightest ego could block out what love has to offer. My first trip to Vietnam was in February of 2018. It was the Lunar New Year, also known as Tết in Vietnam. It was my first time in the country, and the second time seeing my girlfriend's parents and extended family. We explored Hanoi's famous Phung Hung Mural Street, walked through Ninh ancient temples and structures, and kayaked along Ha Long Bay's dramatic cliffs. To my Western mindset, it was all a culture shock. I was on a ride where nothing was familiar, and before I could process one thing, I'd move on to something else. Although I made some traditional Vietnamese spring rolls and participated in Vietnamese toasts, there was still a barrier between me and the Vietnamese culture. So I left Vietnam, with my ego still intact and relieved to go back home to what was familiar. I was back home, with family and in a country where I had my job, status, and a language I understood and had some sort of mastery of. But as time went by, I realized that even though I had left Vietnam, the country never left me. Vietnam kept on speaking to me through one of its daughters, Trang. A girlfriend who over time became my fiancée, and before I knew it, my wife. In Armenian, the word for friend is anket. It means someone you eat with. This beautiful meaning is also a great description of our friendship, because through our many years and meals together, we've grown to trust each other more. Sometimes she follows me, oftentimes I follow her, and our marriage deepens with each act of trust. I found myself back in Vietnam 4 years after my first trip. We started our journey in Hanoi, where Trang and her family are from. This time, I felt ready for the ride, both literally, because Vietnam's traffic takes getting used to, and figuratively.